Hello, my name is Tracy Helt. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne in Australia. Thank you for joining us for our Sweet of the Month set of videos. So this month's sweet is the Ice Cream Corner Sweet. And for my card, I'm going to be using the stamp set, the punch, and the DSP. This DSP is really fun DSP. Lots of fun, bright colors with pictures of ice cream. What more could we ask for? Everybody loves ice cream. My card for this video is this one. Now, I don't know how well this is going to show in the video, but it's a step card, so it will stand like that. And if I hold it at an angle, maybe that'll look better in the video. So it's like that. And I've put a piece on the back for you to write your note. Now, when I'm doing my card, I'm going to give the measurements in centimeters, just because that's what I work with and it's easier for me. But my next screen is going to give you the measurements for all the pieces for the card. I'm going to give you the centimeters and the inches and the scoring for the inches. So maybe take a screenshot of that if you need to, that you'll be able to follow my directions but refer back to the inches screen as you need to. Now, when I do my cutting, I'm going to be using white cardstock because it's easier for you to see on camera. It's really difficult to see what I'm doing when I'm on dark card. So I'm going to do all my cutting and scoring on the white card. And I have a piece of Blackberry Bliss ready to go that I've prepared to the point, which we're going to do on the white cardstock. So you're going to need your stamping trimmer. And I'm hoping that I'm going to get it in camera. So I've got a piece of cardstock which I've cut in half a long ways, and I've cut it down fractionally to 29.2 centimeters. So the first thing that I'm going to do is mark my cardstock on both sides. So I'm marking it at 3 centimeters and 17.6 centimeters. I am probably exaggerating these marks a bit so that we're going to be able to see them. It's whatever works for you, as big or small as you like, but you're going to erase them afterwards, so it doesn't matter. So 3 centimeters and 17.6. Then on my stamping trimmer, I'm putting one end along my 2 centimeter mark on the side here. And then I'm going to cut from that mark to that mark. Okay, so with the edge at 2 centimeters, I'm bringing my blade here and we're cutting from mark to mark. Now I kind of leave that blade where it is, lift it up, and I'm going to move it so that my bottom edge, I'm using the 2 centimeter mark on the other side. So that should pretty much be at the same point, and we're cutting down to my other mark. Right, so move the cutting blade out the way, and now we're going to score. So I'm going to score from the cut to the edge in 3 places, scoring at 3 centimeters, and then at 6 centimeters. And I'm hoping that I'm keeping my scoring tool in camera, and at 17.6 centimeters, which is pretty much the top edge there. And then we're going to score at 14.6 centimeters just across that center panel. So the others were on the outside of the cut lines. This is on the inside of the cut. Okay. Right. And we're done with the trimmer. Now this first fold is a little bit awkward, so we're folding back there along that line, and then those are going down and those are going back. So okay, so I should be lining up properly, and my card is like that. So this is going to fold flat to fit into an envelope, but when it's taken out, it's going to stand. Okay, so let's move the white one out of the way and pull in my Blackberry Bliss. Okay, so we've done exactly the same thing, and I now have that at the same point as we got the white one. And then we decorate. So decorating is easy. Let's do our stamping first. With my Blackberry Bliss, I'm going to stamp my happy birthday. Because these are photopolymer stamps, I'm going to stamp on my Stampin' Pierce mat so that it gives me that little bit of sponginess behind it. And this should fit almost exactly. There we go. And I'm going to stamp with sprinkles on top onto the back, also using the Blackberry Bliss. Yay, it's stamped straight. And what I'm going to do this time, just for something different, so you can use whichever you like, but instead of stamping the cone, I'm going to punch it out. So this is the back of, this is just a little scrap that I had, back of one of the pieces of the DSP, and it's got that sort of waffle cone look on the back. And on a bit of scrap paper, I'm going to stamp my ice creams. I'm using Flirty Flamingo Mint Macaron and Calypso Coral. These are the distinctive stamps, so they're giving us that sort of faded and not so faded textured look, which makes our ice cream look really yummy. mint macaron. And Flirty Flamingo. And depending on how juicy your ink pad is, you're getting bigger or smaller splotches, and I suppose it's also the pressure that I put, but that's okay because it makes our ice creams look interesting. I'm going to cut this off so that I've got it in a strip, because that's going to make it easier for me to punch. This time around, I think I'm going to put the Floaty Flamingo as being my top level. Maybe that's strawberry ice cream. So I'm going to stamp my sprinkles with the Floaty Flamingo. There we go. And that's all our stamping done. I'm going to stick my cone and layer the ice cream on top. Then I'm going to put that on top of my piece of Petal Posy. We're going to stick these two thinner strips of DSP. Now, you're not actually going to really see behind the step there, so you can almost push that all the way to the bottom. And nobody's going to know. So however it lines up best for you. But I quite like getting it against the bottom, because then I've got a sort of a secure standing point that I know I'm getting it straight. Okay. And I'm taking my very thin strip and sticking it along the bottom of the piece that for the back. There's our happy birthday. Looks like I've got ink on my fingers that I'm smudging. We need to be careful with that. That's going along the bar at the bottom. Ice cream goes on the center panel. Our panel to write our message. On the back. And the last thing is a little piece of DSP, which is going to go on that top bit. You can leave that blank if you like, but I liked it decorated. And there's our card. It will fit into a standard sized envelope and fold flat, ready to be posted. Hope you enjoyed this video. Looking forward to seeing you for our next sweet of the month. Bye.